What's up, my family? It's Kiahonfire, and welcome back to Conan Exiles. Yes, I know I've been releasing a lot of mod stuff recently, but this is a mod to be celebrated, skim mod. So I thought I'd do a guide showing you some of the really important recipes that are out and available in this mod, out in the Savage Wilds. And we're actually going to start with a dungeon location, which is going to be about here on your map. So if you have a little zoom in, you can see the Atlantean Tomb. This is where you're going to find a very, very important couple of recipes in here, because the Savage Worlds actually lets you use Eldarium and all of that cool stuff. So there's a couple of those recipes in here. There's also a couple of other recipes in here that we're definitely going to go ahead and check out. And to enter, you can climb down the rope, or you could just fall down there and be completely fine. We might need a torch down here because it's going to be a little bit murky. We're going to have a couple of skeletons in here as well. 1, 2, and then you're going to have to defeat this big boss boy in here as well, and he's going to give you something very special to be able to get into the next room. So I'll give him a little bit of a whack. You can see he's just like the Warmaker ones, so he hasn't got that much health, and he's not too bad. If I'm on to uncloak, you can see he has the sword on him, so there you go, that's what you'll be looking at. So if we go ahead, defeat this guy, he's going to drop a golden key. This is something you want to hold, and then he's also going to drop the Vanquisher, the King Beneath. This is the Barrow King's recipes, so go ahead and eat that, and it will give you access to the Barrow King spear, I believe, and some other stuff. And then you're going to go backwards, and you're going to take a right, and you're going to click E on this door, and it's going to unlock the rest of the dungeon, and you can go ahead and go in. Now the next few bits is going to be a lot about climbing and platforming, so just bear in mind that's going to be the next kind of steps. And it's not too bad. You can find your way quite easily around this and navigate quite easily also. So off we go. And once you've navigated that, you'll be into this arena with the headless judge boss that you get on the Isle of Sipta. But he's got a new name. He's the Atlantean King in here. I definitely recommend bringing a Thrall in here because he could be quite resistant to damage. As you can see, I gave him a full combo. And his health bar has barely moved. He's barely lost 50 of his health. So he's quite the resistant one. So you might want a friend or a Thrall to help you along on this journey. You can knock him over like a Thrall though, which makes it nice. The idea is you want to defeat him, wear something with good armour, probably preferably above 500 armour. And well more than that if you want to survive. And a good weapon with a lot of damage. You might want to come in here level 60, 50 kind of, if you want a kind of example. But once you killed him, he's going to drop some random stuff. He gave us the Executioner's Axe, some money, some fragments of power. But what we're looking for is this book here, which is going to give you a very important blueprint. You're going to go click E on this blueprint, and you would have learned Grandmaster Weaponsmith. Grandmaster Weaponsmith is a blueprint that allows you to put on the best fittings, reinforcements and damage kits. That's not the only thing though. If you kind of hop up onto this mantle here and click E on the sword, you can get a choice of swords. You get the papyrus blade, and I just got really lucky and got the sword of Crom out of this. So that is one of the best two-handed swords in the game that you can get. So there you go. It's definitely worth coming here and trying your luck with that, if not anything. And then you can click E on these and it can give you some random gear as well. So here we go, we've got some coins and flowers. That's not the only thing though. If we're to look at the furnace, and then we're going to turn all the way this way to the right, and then I'm going to go to this first pillar here, you're going to find a book, and that's going to give me Eldarium tools, which is the best harvestables in the game. It is in par with Blackbud tools, so that will give you an idea of how good it is. And then just to exit, if you want to come out of here, it's very, very simple. You can just go up these stairs and there will be a portal above to let you out. Next recipe we're looking for is the Grandmaster ARMOURSMITH and weapon oils. So we are here in the unnamed city biome, and there is a massive volcano with an entrance. So if you look on the map, you can see my little reference here. We're right in the corner of this quadrant here, looking into this area. And you got this massive cliff over here, and you got this hole here. There's like a mesa of different walls over that direction, so it could be a bit of a maze to get through. But if you want to get in, you're looking for an entrance just like this. You're going to go in. You want to be prepared to fight some skellies. You can see you got a little book there. It's going to give you a little bit of lore maybe. But we're going to go in and we're going to check it out. We got some Bernie Skelly boys in here. So you can see this guy right here. He's going to be very unfriendly. And the idea is we're trying to make it to that tomb right there. Now, one of the better ways to do it is go across the top right here. But you can go around either way. And you should be safe to climb here in this version of Savage Wilds. It is totally fine to climb here. I've also seen people place foundations on the lava to be able to retrieve their stuff again. But I don't know how long that will last, and I definitely don't recommend having a lava bath, because that would be a very bad time. Pretty much we're just going to go around here. You can hold space to cling on to walls indefinitely. So if you do kind of, you know, trip on something, or there's something knocking you off, then at least you can hold the spacebar down, and you're not going to be lopped off down to the bottom. But pretty much we're going to land on here. We're going to go right down, use the wall, hold onto the wall if you need. And then land at the bottom. We have a tomb here. We're going to look around here. You can see there's a book. And you've learnt weapon oils. Now she has a loot chest there. There's a chest here. And all of these are skeleton key chests. If you wanted to know where to get some legendary weapons with all your keys. Then there are several of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 skeleton loot crates here that you can unlock. It's a very worth it place to go. And then if you want to make it out, you just got to climb back up that back area and then go back across either direction. And this is not the only thing in here. If you actually to go all the way up here, don't use this way that I'm using right now, because that would be bad for you. If you come up to the top of the volcano, using the outsides, there is another book here. As you can see, there's a book right here. And I will give you the Grandmaster ARMOURSMITH. Now, there are some sides of the volcano that you can climb up and down that will be a lot more forgiving. You're definitely going to want some grit and stuff here. But one of the best sides I've found is probably roundabout by the entrance on this side. So the place I showed you on the map, gave you the map references right there that I'm looking at. You would probably want to climb up this section or up these pads to get up to the top, and that's probably the best way to kind of do it. Because you can see you got lots of nooks and crannies on these tiny little bits of rock that you can use to rest and recharge your stamina, and that way you can make it up to the top of here and get that book. It's very possible to do so. I've done it several times already, so don't you worry about that. So yeah, do climb up here, and then you want to go onto the top here and grab your book. I highly recommend you don't bring thralls or horses here, because this will mean that they will teleport into the lava down below and you could lose them. Our next location is in the jungle, so we're right here right now. This is also a place you go to see Shima, but what we're doing is we're entering into this tomb here. So you can see on my map right now, we have the runes of Ungsha. So we're going to go ahead and go in. I'm going to go and select the door to enter. And it's a really easy blueprint to get for what it is, which is really nice. You're going to come up to this lady's book here, click E, and you've learnt the delving bench, which now means you can make delving weapons, such as the annoying shard or other things like that. The next location we're looking at is for Master Fisher. So this one was in a delightful little location we found out. So we have this kind of like, you're looking around here. You're going to go over here, and you see this kind of hut with loads of fisherman items outside. There's even a cook outside as well. To give you a map reference, I'm right here. I'm just below Vargheim on this little piece of land. I'm going to go into this house because it has a very good book for me to learn. You got some lore around here, and here it is. We need Fisher to use it, but this will give us the Master Fisher, which gives us the improved fish traps, which means you can get the improved buff fish out of that. If you're looking for missile weapons or anything like that, if you missed those and you kind of want to come here near the beneath the waves, we're exactly here above this kind of structure you can see in the water. We're going to go for a deep dive. You might need a breathing potion to be able to make this because it is very, very low down in the water. But here we go. We have the tablet we need. We're going to go click on it. You can see I've learnt missile daggers and arrows. And then coming to another underwater kind of location, we're going to be learning some more blueprints. The sunken arena. That is where we're coming. Sorry, that was a little bit short of a time to leave it up on the map. There you go. The sunken arena. And we're going to go and deep dive in this one. Again, you might need potions to make it, depending on the attributes you've put in. But we're going into this kind of structure here with the pillars. I'm going to go all the way inside to click on a tablet to learn some more really cool blueprints. So up we go, and here's the tablet. You're going to need bow epics to be able to learn this, but you click here on it and you can see we've learned specialist ammunition. This one allows you to learn the fire spark arrow, acid arrow, and the smoke arrow. And on to our next location. We're going down from the volcano into an island hole. This we found by accident on a live stream, which was quite fun, on my own live stream that is. So on that location, we're going to go down. You might need some breathing potions, but if you kind of have faith in it, then you should be fine. Something I didn't have when I first went in here. So we're going to go diving down, and we're going to go through this hole. And I'm going to try and keep to the right hand side, so I don't waste as much breath as possible, because it's going to be a squeeze to be able to get through here without drowning. So I'm going all the way through. I'm going to have faith in it and make it to the other side. And as you can see, I got through fine. I had a bit of breath left, which meant I have some breathing room. You want to come in here, you're going to climb up the ladders, up the next one as well. I'm going to go and get a new blueprint from this cave location, which is very cool and very sneaky. In this room, we have something on the table to learn. Once you learn that, you can click here and you can see you got Dagon's breath, which is going to allow you to breathe in the water a lot easier than before. You can even go into this little area at the back as well, and you got some other stuff here too. And you can learn the ancient Lemurian aloe and wraps here as well, which is very handy. And if you click E on the side as well of this kind of note pile, you can see you can get some emotes here as well. So a really handy little cave to, you know, be able to go in and all of that good stuff. There's even a little book here for some lore as well, if you want to come here. Another really important place to know about is the last bastion in the Lemurian kind of, you got the swampy jungle area. And we have this kind of get up, you know, we got some Lemurians around here, a camp on the outside, and then you can see this staircase. So if we look on the map, you can see the last bastion, this big grey bit. And you can go down in here, and you want to come in here because there's a very important bookshelf that's going to help you learn some things from the Exiled Lands map and all of that good stuff. Go straight in, you want to kill some of these because they're going to get in your way. You have this altar, Decado Priest, but on the side are bookshelves. And on each of these bookshelves is a tiny little book that you're going to need a fragment of power to get access to. And this is the Library of Scholars that you get in the Unknown City in the map room on the other map. You can see there's a book here as well. And if we trade our fragments in, then we can get all sorts of those kinds of blueprints. You can even, by the shrine, see this book here and learn the Lemurian royal armor from this location. Our next location, we're looking for Khari kind of blueprints, the ones you get in the wine cellar. So this is a location, this is Marun, and you want to be careful of this location because these people don't exactly like you stealing their blueprints. And first location we're going to find one is by the waterfall and the market top. Here's a book, you see you can learn the Khari greatsword. So let's have a little map reference here, right on the edge of the water here. Slightly over from the waterfall as well, you have this building right here, and there's another book that you can learn on the cliffside, which is the Khari war axe. So this kind of location we're looking for. Slightly up from that, above that kind of area is this area, and we're looking for another book here, which is going to give us the daggers that we need. So another quick map reference, we're right over here right now. Another couple recipes we can get while we're here as well is by the altar. This is slightly on for the daggers, so you can have this, which is the Prayer of Set and the Acolyte of Set. This is going to allow you to learn Set on itself and some emotes while we're here. And this location is a little bit on from the other one that we were looking at earlier. Now if we're to go slightly down further, we're at the gates right now, and we're going to look in this location. You can see this kind of area, the red kind of tavern. On top of this is a book, and we can learn the Khari hammer. And then further over from there, if we're to go to the area, the Wheel of Pain, and climb the gate above that, there's another book that you can collect for the Khari pike. So this is on top of the battlements up here. So you can climb up just above this area and get the book. And then if we go all the way down to this little location here, the Marun Garrison, we can check out the area on top with the sleeping man. and we can get another blueprint, which is the Relic Hunter armor and epics. So that is the recipes in this area. I've probably missed a few knowing me, but hopefully I've got them all. But there's some I'm showing you anyway. Definitely check out around here because there are some sneaky little bits and pieces in the area. Then coming to our next location, which the awesome Alphanash found, we're going to go into here. This is also where I showed off getting crystals and all that good stuff. Just in case you didn't watch the resource video there, you can come over here and click on the pickaxe in the middle and you might get a pick. That could be black blood, or it could be steel, or it could be something else. So let's have a quick map reference location. We're looking for the crystal cave, which is up on the side of the volcano. I'm going to go in. You're going to take a left, and you're going to go down this kind of tunnel, and then you're going to go ahead and take another left, so stick to the left. And you're going to find this massive hole in the bottom. Now you want to go in the hole. You can kind of jump down and be pretty safe about it. But if you're a bit worried, you can crawl down as well. But it's going to be very dark. We'll come into the bottom here though. And we're going to find some awesome recipes in the base of this location. As well as some brimstone, as you can see. So there's actually a little gap right here that you can check out. And you're going to find some serpent men down here. Very mysterious. This guy's holding some golden lotuses. And as you can see, this area is very gassy as well. And if we go into here, you can see the tablet is right here. Clicking on it and you get all the serpent man stuff. As long as you're the required level and have the required stuff. You can also come over here and click E on the chest there to get some dagon scales or some more golden lotus. Then you got some more loot in the area as well right here. Anyways, that's a few recipes and cool locations I thought I'd show you in today's video for a few things in case you were looking around for them. A lot of them are high-end blueprints, so you'll need them at a higher level or you'll require certain things to be able to learn them. But I just thought I'd show them off in today's video because I've had a lot of questions asking where some things are, and there's not a lot of information out on this map right now, so I thought, you know what, I'll show off a few so you'll be able to find them for yourself. So anyway, thank you for watching. I love you all, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.